Sports is here to do some entertaining. And we just did our 1 o'clock show and we had a whole lot of fun with our dogs. Lots of kids screaming and hollering and cheering us on.
That's wonderful. So is this your first Waskimo?
No, we were here last year actually. That would have been our first. And we are local from Regina. We are one of the largest dog sports training facilities in the city, and we teach a lot of different things. Agility, foundation training we feel is the most important. If your dog doesn't come when it's called, it's not going to do anything else that you want it to do. So we have a positive outlook on training, nothing too harsh, nothing hard, nothing, no chain collars, none of that stuff. We have fun, food, treats, toys, tugs, and our dogs have a great time performing.
Oh, I saw a little bit of it inside and it was a really great show. It's wonderful. So how often do you get together outside of this event?
Oh, we get together many, many times. We have classes during the week. We teach the public how to have well-behaved, good citizens of dogs. And we have our practices for our training that we do for our own dogs. We have flyball practice weekly. We teach a lot of classes just for fun, good household pets. And then if you have a good household pet, then you can go on to all the other things we do. We also do other demonstrations throughout the city. We do a lot of senior care homes and schools. We do Waskimo Rehab Hospital twice a year. We've done the Queen City exhibition. We've done halftime at the Rider Games. We just do a whole lot of great stuff.
Well, that sounds amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come out here in the cold with me. And I hope you have a very happy family day.
We will. Thank you for having us.
And thank you too, baby.
So I'm sitting inside one of the outhouses, and it's only a one-holer, but I have with me one of the folks from the Regina Fire Department. What's your name?
Jordan Jelinas.
So Jordan, tell me a little bit about the outhouse races, and let's get the rest of the team around here, you guys. Don't be so shy. Right in behind here, Jordan. So who are some of your team members? Tell me a little bit about that.
We got Jeff McLean.
Where's Jeff? Put up your hand. Where's Jeff?
Right
there he is. Okay.
Mark Reimer.
Mark, okay. What
And
else have we got?
we got Spencer Rock. He's going to be sitting inside there while we push it.
Oh, he's getting the ride.
He's getting the ride. That's right. Yeah. And we got our Chief Lane Jackson is going to be pushing with us as well. So.
Where is he?
He's not here right now. I believe he's speaking to someone. So
are you guys all firefighters? Or?
we are. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you bring a boss along today?
Yeah, we got our AC Brian Sedlick right there. So.
There he is.
Yeah.
AC. I like his hat. He's got a nice hat.
Yeah, keeps you warm in the winter. That's for sure.
So how long did it take you to build your outhouse?
A few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Did you build it in a fire hall?
We did, yeah, number 4 station on Dudney, beside the Pasco Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are you competing against today?
We got the police there. I think they have a shack. I think this is the Big Brothers.
Okay.
Who else we got?
So how do you think you'll do against the police? Do you think you'll do anything there with those guys?
They're going to be a competition for sure, but I don't know. See what happens, I guess.
So we're here with Bert Seidel, and we're at Waskimo. We're talking about fat bike races. My lips are starting to get frozen a little bit. Tell me a little bit about it, Bert. What's all involved here?
Well, we're basically just riding our fat bikes, the bikes with the fat tires, around the lake, and we had the course set up by a groomer, and it's about 3 kilometers per lap, and I think we have 2 guys out there that are just finishing up. And
okay, so tell us a little bit about, is it like heats or timed races?
Oh, it's just like one heat, everybody goes out at once and everybody does 3 laps, and whoever's the fastest wins.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Have you got a fat bike you can show us a little bit about it? A little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Put it up here. Give us a bit of an idea what this is all about.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's got his bike there.
So you can see on these bikes, the most prominent thing which stands out on them is their wide tires.
Exactly.
They usually range between 3.5 up to 5 inches
Okay.
for width, and then with those wide tires and the big air volume in there, you have a lot more grip on snow, loose surface like snow, sand, whatever, and also you have a little bit more flotation, so you can ride on top of the snow without sinking in too much. Especially.
Can I try it here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here, hang on to my mic here. So what do I do here? I'll just take some of these poor gloves here. Can I put them down here over here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So what do I do? I just get on?
You just get on and pedal hard.
Pedal hard?
Yeah, just pedal. Okay, it's not my bike, don't worry. Yeah, they're fun to ride, eh?
That's a heck of a lot of fun, Bert. Thank you very much. It's worth it. So what's a fat bike cost? Probably a fat price. Huh?
Yeah, they start about $1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could save up my allowance. It's good. Thanks a lot, Bert.
No worries.
Hey, we're here with Waskimo. We're here with one of the major sponsors and also some of the implementers. We've got Jeremy Parnes, the chair, the visionary Dinesh Kashyap, and we've got our ambassadors and last year's queen. So where should we start? Let's start a little bit with Jeremy. He's the chair and sort of the head honcho of the whole thing. So tell us a little bit about what made this happen this year, Jeremy.
Well, what made it happen was a lot of very dedicated and passionate volunteers, I have to say. As you well know, Bob, there's a lot of moving parts with Waskimo, and everybody's really thrown in and really made it happen. And of course, without our sponsors, nothing happens. The whole beauty of Waskimo is that it's a ground up, from the ground up, not ground up, but from the ground up process. It's really by the community, for the community. And with sponsors like Brandt and Scotiabank really making a big contribution. Scotiabank's back for a second year, which is really wonderful.
Jeremy, I'm going to ask you to take the mic and introduce your partner to your left, and maybe you could do a little interview with Karen here.
Oh, okay. I'd be delighted to. Thanks, Bob. So I have sitting on my left Karen Burse, who's the district vice president for Southern Saskatchewan and Western Manitoba for the Scotiabank. Did I get that right?
You did.
All right, not bad. I'll say that 10 times real quick.
There you go.
Okay.
High five.
Oh, sorry. Let me do that right. Thank you. Thank you. And you can introduce our ambassadors as well.
I would love to.
But before we do that, so tell me why Scotiabank decided they had to be involved in this yet again.
Okay. So one of our community impact areas that we like to invest in is families. That's a big part of what Scotiabank does. We've been doing it for over 180 years in terms of investment in the community where we work. Last year we were actually able to donate $70 million around the world in the areas that we work, which is amazing. And locally, we're really proud to be involved in Waskimo and bringing it back because it's Family Day. And I truly do believe, and so does the bank I work for, which I love, is that if we can make healthy families, healthy kids, and help grow that, that's the seeds that create a healthy community. So this is perfect. It's totally aligned with it. You can see all the people with their strollers and all the families coming in of all ages outside already. So.
Right on.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Nicely put. Thank you. Now, I'm wondering if you would like to interview our ambassador.
Sure. Oh, I get to interview her. So we used a little family influence, like you said, Bob, but really happy to have my daughter, Sydney, and her sidekick, Jordan, help us this morning with the ambassadorship for Waskimo. So, Sydney, why don't you tell us why you're so excited for the second year to be the ambassador for Waskimo?
It's a lot of fun, and I love seeing the kids' happy faces, and, it's a really great opportunity for me, and just making people excited.
Very cool. So, Jordan, are you happy to be here this morning?
Can you say anything? Say anything?
Okay.
So tell me, Dinesh, are you happy with everything that's happened from the 5-6 years ago where you came along with an idea of a winter festival?
I think it is absolutely magical, what is happening. And magic is something you can't define. It just happens, And with the ambassadors here, I can't imagine anything more beautiful, to represent what Waskimo is all about. It's all about the family. It's all about having fun. It's all about involving the whole community. And as you can see, the number of people who are here outside is just unimaginable. We started off today, as always, with a spiritual ceremony, and that was the ceremony of pipe ceremony done by the Aboriginal elder from Payapot. And, we were all there, and it's a great start, the spiritual start with a prayer, and I think everything is going to go beautiful. And I look forward in the next 4 or 5 years, it becoming a week-long celebration, and all over town, every place, because who knows winter better than us? This is the winter country. And, people in Quebec and Ottawa, they don't know what winter is. So the best winter festival of all in the whole of this country will be here. And we will have the dog sled races, we will have the snowmobile races, and we will have everything else in between. It will become an exciting week.
Wijanowski here again with Tribal Vibes Wildfire. And we just saw an amazing performance with the two of you, actually you doing some amazing fire acts here. So tell me your names first off and about your group.
My name's Lady Buzzrock.
And I'm Buzzrock.
Great, and so tell me about your performance.
Well, basically, we're a bunch of gypsies that like to get together and basically practice one love. There's a bunch of communities and worlds out there, and we basically try to bring all that music and make it as one with the celebration of fire and love.
That's amazing. I love that. How long have you been together as a group?
We've been together as a group since 2005. Buzzrock and I started the group way back then, and we've been going strong ever since. We perform at festivals. We do all kinds of special events and get that message out there of coming together as a community.
That's great. And I saw that you were playing inside with a band as well. What type of instruments are involved in that?
Well, like I said, gypsy is what it is. We have everything from an accordion to a didgeridoo to a box drum to hand drummers to belly dancers to a little bit of everything.
That's great. And I hear you're going to give us viewers some live event here. And what is this called?
This is called the didgeridoo, and it is the voice of Mother Earth.
Wonderful. Okay, he's going to give us a little impression here. That was amazing. Thank you so much for this interview.
And happy Waskimo to everybody.
So what's your name?
My name's Sean Hesse.
So we're talking with Sean Hesse. He's the winner of the Golden Plunger Award.
I'm not sure. Are we the winner?
I think so.
It was close tie. We'll see what happens here.
That's what I heard. I don't know. We'll declare you the winner. The race marshal said you're the winner.
Awesome.
Tell us about your technique.
Oh, well, yeah, make sure that you run fast, make it out of brick, obviously, and just push as hard as you can.
Sounds good.
Not much technique.
Well, thank you. Congratulations on your win.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye now.
Hi, I'm Regina here, back again, and I'm standing here with Jeff Richards, and this is Canada's Most Dangerous Mind. And can you tell us exactly what mentalism is?
Well, you know, mentalism is the art of being able to use your senses to create a sixth sense. But it's also relying on intuition, which is something that everybody has. Everybody, as an example, has felt something was going to happen before it happened, or knew, for example, maybe a friend was going to call you, and you knew that that friend was going to call you before you picked up the phone. Have you ever had that happen?
I have had that experience before, yes.
But Rena has call display. So that's
that is true too. Yes.
No, but that's a real thing. We've all gone and answered our phone and said, "I bet you this is so," and then picked it up, and lo and behold, it's that person. So I'm basically taking the very natural human intuitive ability, and I've worked over the last several years to really grow mine. It's like a muscle. If you exercise it, it gets stronger. And that's what I do. I show people how to exercise their intuition, but then I also entertain them with my intuition.
That's amazing. How long have you been doing this for?
You know, I've been performing now for the better part of about 15 years live on stages across Canada.
That's amazing. How do you mentally prepare for something like this?
You know, usually if I'm working with an audience, I'll actually go through and I'll use a very simple tool, a Rubik's Cube, which is a very popular toy. It's one of the best ways to exercise the mind. So I'll work with that, but also just observing people. I love just observing crowds, observing people, watching them, and listening to the choices they're making and why they're making those choices. It's a huge teach-in for how to really connect with an individual.
That sounds pretty cool. So where can we find you outside of Waskimo? Waskimo?
Well, outside of Waskimo, if you go to jeffrichards.ca, that's my website. I also host a TV program which broadcasts right across Canada called The Other Side. It's a ghost hunting program, so we look for spirits in some of the most haunted spaces in Canada. One of them maybe being behind us. I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to investigate yet. But yeah, so I'm all over the place, all over the place.
That's amazing. Well, thanks so much. And I hear you're going to do a small demonstration for us. I would love that.
So you said you know when people answer the phone, or sorry, you know when people are calling you. You can get a feeling sometimes that you know who's calling. So that's intuition. That's a very real thing. So I want to try this. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't have a pen or paper, and it's a bit cold. So I've got my phone. I've got a little doodle application there. You see, there's a little drawing. My 4 little boys like to doodle, and that's one of their drawings. Okay. So I'm gonna erase that drawing, erase the doodle, and now I'm gonna write a number on here. It's either gonna be the number 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I want you to just get a feeling for the number I just wrote down.
Okay.
What number do you feel?
Just say it out loud.
Sure, yeah.
Number 1.
Oh, number 1?
Yeah.
Can we have a look at this? Look at that.
No way!
Number 1, right there. Number 1. Okay, so that's maybe just chance. We try it a second time. I'm going to erase that. Let's turn the brightness all the way up here. Let's erase that. New number, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you go with 1 the first time. What do you feel the second time?
3.
There's a very good chance that if you were inside today, you'd probably end up on stage with me, because I'm going to turn my phone over, have a look. Oh, low power mode, but there's the 3.
It's a 3.
Right there. It is a 3.
Definitely a 3.
Right there from Regina. So that's 2 for 2. So you have some degree of intuition. That's amazing. Well done.
Well, that was amazing, actually, and I can see why they call you Canada's most dangerous mind. Thank you so much for taking the time with me today, and happy Family Day.
Yeah, happy Family Day, happy Waskimo. There's still lots of time to come out, too. It's a great festival, so we've got lots of events right up until 5 o'clock. So.
And I can't think of a better way to spend your Family Day than here. So thanks again.
Very true. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks.